Hey guys, I'm Dallas Henderson and I'll be your instructor for Reading 640, which is Literacy Interventions. I am doing this podcast because whenever we do meet the first Monday on June 11th, we're not going to have time to go over the syllabus and all the information that's in it, but I do want to go over it with you. So that's why I'm doing this podcast, so that you can look at this ahead of time. Feel free to print off your syllabus and go over this with me. It's on the tab right above where it says week 1. It says syllabus, and you can print that off there, or you can just open it right there on Moodle and we can go over it together. But this is Reading 640, Literacy Interventions, and I'm going to start by going over the syllabus right now. You'll see my contact information is right there, my name, my phone number, my email, and please feel free to contact me anytime if you have any questions. The next part of the syllabus is the course description, a study of the nature and needs of students and with assessed weaknesses in literacy. Emphasis is placed on intervening in the areas of phonological awareness, phonics, fluency, comprehension, word study, and motivation. Basically what this class is that we are going to be piggybacking on all of the interventions that Andrew Chance is going to be teaching you in the morning time. For instance, on Monday, he's going to be going over, Monday, June 11th, he's going to be going over the Flint Cooter. That afternoon, when you come to class, we are going to be looking at interventions that you can use to go along with the Flint Cooter. Our class, it's 2 hours long every afternoon from 2 to 4. It is going to be very hands-on. It's going to be very active, and I really think that you're going to enjoy it. We're going to look at the assessments. We're going to plan interventions based off of that, off of those results that you get from those. The attendance policy is also on page 1, and it is extremely important that you guys are all there every single day that we are meeting in class. It's such a short time that we're together, and it's just going to be a lot of information, and so there's no reason why you should be gone. I haven't heard from any of you that you have to be gone, but just try to make it a priority. I understand that there's extenuating circumstances that happen sometimes, and if that is the case, please do not hesitate to call me and let me know that you won't be there, and we can try to work something out. The breakdown of the grading is at the top of page 2, and you can tell from the breakdown of the grading that there's just 2 big assignments. The first one is 200 points for dialogue responses, and the second one is 800 points for case studies. The dialogue responses, that's what you're going to be doing this coming week, starting tomorrow. And then the case studies, it's not going to be feasible for you to work ahead with those. So all you really have to worry about starting tomorrow are those dialogue responses. And you have 2 dialogue responses due this first week of June. You see the late penalties there, the assessment statement that Harding issues. Then there's the academic integrity statement. And I just wanted to mention right here that whenever we are doing these case studies, you're going to be putting a lot of interventions in these case studies to go along with the results of the assessments. It is very, very important that you don't just copy and paste interventions directly from the internet. If you do, and I'm sure that you will, find a good idea, you need to summarize that activity, and you need to give credit to the person that originated it, because it is illegal to just copy and paste an activity directly from the internet and put it into your case study. So just please remember that you need to summarize it and then give credit to who originated it. On page 3, there's the Students with Disabilities Act. It tells you what prerequisite is required for this class, and then it tells you required text. The Remediating Reading Difficulties, excellent book. When Kids Can't Read, TPRI Intervention Activities Guide, and then you have the ORSI Instructional Guide. That's also a book that you're going to be using for Andrew Chance's class, so you do not have to have 2 copies of that. The one that you get for his class will be more than sufficient for our class too. After that, page 3 and the top of page 4 are the NCATE standards, and then we have the assignments and expectations of the students. It says half of the class will be conducted online with the use of Moodle, which is the first week of June and the last week of June. All assignments will be submitted on Moodle, no exceptions. Please do not hand anything in to me. Assignments are due at 11:55 p.m. on the due date, And it is important that you check your email and Moodle often in order to keep up with the class happenings. There's going to be a few times where I'm going to put something up at the last minute, and so just be aware that you do need to check that Moodle account a few times a day. Okay, the dialogue response, I just talked about that. That's due this coming week. You're going to be creating movies using Animoto, and you're going to be creating a glog using Glogster. And after you do those, you're going to do a dialogue response based on the Animoto and the glog that you just created. This week, we're going to be doing a lot of reading and watching some YouTube videos on assisting struggling readers and response to intervention. And I know both of those things you are all very familiar with. And so this is just getting your feet wet in the water, getting back into the groove of taking a graduate class. I don't want this to be a difficult week for you, and I hope it's actually fun using this Animoto and Glogster. And if you didn't know, there is a free app that you can download to your phone, Animoto, and it makes the process a lot easier for creating this movie. And then the second thing under assignment and expectations are the case studies, and we'll be going into greater details about those whenever we do meet on June 11th for the first time. Okay, starting on page 5 is the tentative schedule, and I will do my very best to stick to this schedule because I know how you like to know what's going on, and as do I. So if you look at the schedule, week 1, part 1, it says read the syllabus and the assisting striving readers PowerPoint. None of the stuff that you're going to be working on this next week is difficult. It should be entertaining and just kind of refresh your memory. I am really, really looking forward to meeting you all on the 11th. Well, most of you I know who you are, but there's 1 or 2 of you that are new, and so I'm looking forward, or new to me, I'm looking forward to meeting you, as I know Andrew is as well. If you have any questions this week, please do not hesitate to call or text or send me an email. I'll be quick about answering those. Thank you.